So this is PhotoFit Me. This is our new website on the OpenLearn platform. This is giving people an opportunity to make a face as if they were part of a criminal investigation. What it essentially does is replicate a procedure the police used to use before the advent of computers such as this one. Back then, if a witness had seen a crime, they would give a verbal description of the face, but we know that verbal descriptions are not a particularly good way of identifying someone. If I asked you to describe a face, you inevitably use the word average 5 or 6 times. An average nose. You might be able to describe hair colour and things like that, but you won't give a good description. So what the police do and did back then was use PhotoFit. This is PhotoFit. PhotoFit is a big box that contains lots of individual examples of facial features. So here you have an album full of facial features. The witness would look through these and identify what they thought the eyes looked like, what they thought the nose looked like. The police officer would then pick out the relevant, there we are, chin, and put them all together to produce an image of a face. So you can imagine the poor police officer would have to carry around 3 or 4 boxes like this for different races, different sexes and everything. And at the end you would get an image that I'm sure everyone's kind of familiar with from history books or old newspapers of what a face looks like. So this is a very difficult, challenging thing to do, but it can also be quite fun if you're not part of a criminal investigation, so which is why we created PhotoFit. And you can go onto the website and you can try to create an image like this by selecting different hairs, noses, eyes, etc. You can then share these via social media. There are 2 challenges on the website. The first one is to take part in a criminal investigation. So we show you the face of a perpetrator. You then try to reconstruct that image as if you were providing evidence for the police. The other one is more freestyle, where we challenge you to make an image of yourself, your friends or family, or even of a famous celebrity, which can then be shared on social media. PhotoFit, it turned out, wasn't a very good way of making faces, but it revealed lots of things about the psychology of face recognition, and it drove a great deal of research in psychology about how the mind recognises faces. Following that research, we know that the mind doesn't store a face as a database of individual hairs and then noses and put them together. We know that the mind stores faces holistically. We also know that the mind evolves to recognise the faces it sees on an everyday basis, which is why some people can really struggle to recognise faces from other races if they're not familiar with them. So it tells us a lot about psychology. And I think if you go to the website and try to create the face, you'll immediately tell something about your own psychology. You'll immediately find that it's very, very difficult to bring a particular face to mind, to picture it. It's then very hard to focus in on an individual feature, and it's also very hard to combine those together. So why not go to the website and have a go, see if you can make a face.